Hello, everyone. This is Daniel Franzese. I come to you still reeling from the horrific terrorist attack that targeted 8 Asian women in Georgia, which has inspired me to share this experience because I truly believe that it is the microaggressions and injustices against minorities that cause hate crimes like Pulse Orlando and the horrific events of the other day. Today I was fired from Walsh University in Ohio for being gay. I was hired over a month ago to host the Mr. Walsh pageant at the Catholic University, and one day after the Pope's announcement that the Vatican released a biased statement that it will not bless same-sex unions, I was told that my contract was no longer approved. The university had previously approached me with an offer, and we negotiated a contract. We had set a date for March 26th. Everything was finalized by February 18th, and nearly a month later, a week before the event, I received this letter. I am following up via email from my conversation with Gary, that's my manager, regarding how the institution has decided to now no longer approve the contract for Daniel. I am incredibly disappointed and sincerely apologetic for this is, I know, unprofessional and clearly based on personal beliefs of the higher administration. Please give Danny my sincerest apologies, the Director of Student Activities. I am a gay man. I'm single. The Vatican's statement about blessing unions should have absolutely not have factored into the decision for them to follow through on a booking that they initiated. Instead, these words are being weaponized against me, as they will, no doubt, countless others. I could understand if maybe they didn't want to see my comedy show, which is PG-13, by the way, and I performed at over 50 colleges and universities all around the nation, including Christian and Catholic universities, but I was hired to emcee a show with a script that they wrote for a male beauty pageant. And despite the fact that I was doing this for practically half my rate because they are a private university in the midst of a pandemic, I was fired. And yes, losing this money definitely hurts my budget during a time when live entertainment is scarce, but LGBTQ people losing the ability to merely just exist on stage hurts us all. As a host of a pageant, my personal life would have no effect on me performing my duties as an MC. I realize that I'm privileged and I have this audience of followers that I can share this experience with. But what I started thinking about was, what if this was a teacher or a student or a doctor or a patient or the cook at the Walsh commissary or somebody enjoying food in the restaurant? When does it end? This is a sad example about how tax-exempt institutions are using their own beliefs and the Unfair Religious Freedom Protection Act, the RFPA, and it can cause a ripple effect of discrimination and bigotry to further alienate and harm LGBTQ people and our livelihoods. The money, although useful, is irrelevant. As a matter of fact, on my own dime, when the pandemic is over, I am going to return to the nearest gay club to Ohio, near Walsh University, and I'm going to perform a comedy benefit for the Trevor Project, which is an organization that is flooded with calls whenever the Vatican makes a decision like this for LGBTQ youth looking for suicide, someone to speak to. It's just an awful situation. So I'm going to go and perform this benefit, and anyone with a Walsh University ID can come for free. I was looking forward to this gig, as it was told to me is a tradition at Walsh University to honor male students on campus who exemplify the university mission and are an overall great representation of what it means to be a Walsh University student. In the competition, there are a few aspects that judge this, including formal wear, spirit wear, talent, and a fishbowl interview, but I guess that it doesn't include tolerance, diversity, or inclusion. If you don't want to bake my cake, I don't want to hand you my crown. So, to the LGBTQ students at Walsh, because I know you're there, I am so sorry that I can't be there with you. I imagine that you're feeling frustrated and isolated right now, but you must know that God knows everything about you, and He loves you just as you are. And no Vatican statement can change that. No university action can change that. Nothing can separate us from the love of God in Jesus Christ. And as a Christ-loving Christian and host of my own faith-based podcast, Yash Jesus, I am appalled that somebody could be fired for who they love using God as their reasoning. And as a gay man, I wish them luck on their super straight beauty pageant. Love your toxic masculinity. Hope you win. If that's what it means to be Mr. Walsh, then that's a crown I wouldn't want to wear. If you would like to donate to the Trevor Project, please go to give.walsh.org. church.thetrevorproject.org. If you would like to know if your church or school is gay affirming, then you can go to churchclarity.org. And I'll be covering this story in depth on my podcast, Yash Jesus, and you can leave questions or comments in text or voice at yashjesuspod.com. All opinions are welcome, because my name is Daniel, and Daniel means God is my judge. This does not rattle my faith in God, if only it amplifies the importance of my favorite scripture, Matthew 7. Do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. God bless you all.